What's up guys, this is Rixxalight signing in and welcome to a brand new game that I'm going to be doing on the channel twice a day for an hour every video. I don't know how long the game is, usually look into that, but this time I'm not going to. I want to keep everything a surprise for me while we play and jump into Deadly Premonition 2. The first game came out I think 7 years ago, I believe. I don't think it came out in 2013. I don't believe that's true. Director's Cut might have done, but I think this game came out in 2010 or maybe 2011. But we're here to try out the game. Let's fucking go for it. I'm excited to play as Francis York Morgan again. We're going to see more dead people in the trees. I can't see out my right eye again. Oh, the leaves have been updated this time. That's cool. Well, apparently this is a loading screen, though. People had issue with this? December 30th, 2018. Okay. Small town outside New Orleans. He likes his small towns, doesn't he, our Agent York? He fucking loves them. I'm not going to be using the camera all the way through the game, just to introduce and see if there's anything shocking in the first episode. If there's not, I'll probably keep it there just in case anyway. Kind of like how Kevin does it, or Call Me Kevin does it. As in like, oh, he only has his little things in there unless he's sick, which is actually quite a nice idea, to be honest. I'd aim for the spooks if there's spooks or not and stuff like that. Okay. What was we about to see? Please tell me that's not a dead body. What the fuck? Jesus. This is really stepping up a bit for brutality, isn't it? I'm hoping it's a mannequin. I like how it's trying to go for the same style as it did previously. Yeah, that is someone frozen and dead. Holy crap. Well. Do you think there's going to be still some more cards to collect? Don't need to do it on this one because it's the Switch, so it's all good.
God damn it. What a way to start the new year.
I agree.
I'm afraid I'll be dead by Easter.
Oh shit, we're a lady.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
Quiet down.
I'm pushing down to go up.
Any idea?
Every time I use the left stick, she's literally going in one place.
Naked in Havana right now. If
Fine.
Soaking up some rays, surrounded
can
by
sell
a
the frames, they're not
harem
that
of
good.
bikini queens, a mojito in one hand, and a seafood slathered Havana-style pizza in the other.
Can I?
What did I do to deserve this?
Well, I guess we're just controlling the character then, aren't we, until York comes along.
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike.
As it's talking about Francis York Morgan? I don't know. Why do we start with a lady?
No red, remember?
No red. No red. It's not Keeson, is it?
It's open. Come on in.
Oh, it's Zack. Don't forget, he's got a split personality. There's Zack and York inside that head. I've been so excited to play this game, and I really hope it's not a letdown. I want this game to be good, just like it were previously. What? I am confused. Been taking that weed. He has got the scar like Zack did.
You have questions for us.
Zack, why'd you let yourself go, dude?
That's why you're here, isn't it?
Francis Zack Morgan. Dude, I'm confused. Why has he got one blue eye and one red eye? He never had that before, did he? The only thing is, I can't control whatever this is. Like, all I can do is push forward to walk. And that is it. He really has let himself go. Cookies, weed, pizzas, drinks.
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights.
Wait, what?
Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law.
What?
Just keep that in mind as you speak.
Huh?
Do we have permission to film this?
I'd say no. I don't like you already, a liar.
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
You're gonna
Something
kick...
wrong, Mr. Morgan? I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones. An analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Okay.
Oh, hi.
Your tripod's really small, dude.
Seriously.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't
Don't wear
catch a
red.
break.
And he's got a red couch.
Quite the uncanny duo. You'd be the perfect stars for the latest video game.
God's sake, Zack.
Isn't
You're already
that right,
breaking
my
things.
fairy?
Who's Fairy?
How many years has it been since someone came to chat with us? Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
Would that be...
It's hard to tell what he's thinking, but my eyes can't be deceived.
I'm on this guy's side. We played as Zack before, so it's all good.
If he's hiding something, it'll come out in his face.
You do not know Zack like we do. Jesus Christ. Okay. Messy awards and trophies. There is no awards and trophies. Oh, they are up there. I see. Okay. Let's see what's over here first.
You solved many difficult cases across your career.
Especially with the Red Raincoat Killer. Is this... Are you in retirement right
Utilizing
now?
your own unique M.O.
What?
You've expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable. According to our records, after joining the FBI in 2002, you quickly solved 2 drug ring-related kidnapping cases.
Because he uses a premonition.
In 2003, you solved the inside-out flesh skinner case.
I want to play that
in the
game.
suburbs of Pittsburgh.
That'd be sick.
In 2004, the Jeffrey Dahmer wannabe case in Milwaukee. And also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that very same year.
Can you go anymore? The Red Coat Killer?
In 2005, you coincidentally
No.
happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case while on vacation.
Why can we not play these games as a collective? That'd be sick.
You went on to solve many other cases after that, all of them seemingly inexplicable.
And you're not talking about the Red Raincoat Killer.
Did
Why?
you really solve these cases all on your own?
Technically, you could say no, because he did have help from George last time, but George was a monster. You did have... What was her name? Oh, I can't remember the girl's name, the lady cop. Can't remember her name, but she helped out a few times too.
There are no records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or working with anyone else.
Can you use George as the sheriff if you want to mention
How
him?
did you ever accomplish such monumental feats all by yourself?
He's 2 in 1 person. He has split personality, a liar.
It was all thanks to our talented partner.
You can tell he's changed.
Partner. The FBI
Yuck.
files show no record of you ever working with a partner. Do you mean you worked with some sort of unofficial partner or an outside confidant?
He's
Our
same person.
partner is our partner. We've always worked together.
But I want to know where he came from.
Besides, Belle, you're forgetting one important thing.
Bell?
After the St. Louis case, we
Go
stopped
ahead.
by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, two highly sought-after fugitives.
Ooh. Okay, you can use visions to acquire important hints that will help you proceed through the game. Hold L for use vision. Using a vision will deplete your concentration, so be careful about using it too much. Alright, but we don't need to do that though, do we? But it... Oh, that's L. Alright, Zack's Indulgence. I don't think there's anything else to see though, right? I'm trying to look around, but there's no more to see. Alright, Zack's Indulgence it is.
Excuse me, Mr. Morgan.
Can you
But
put
would
your narcotics
please
away?
refrain from consuming that while we speak?
It is illegal.
I'm talking about,
The weed.
yes, that.
Jesus Christ. Saying that though, it's not bad for you. But still don't take it if you're underage. Take it in considerate
don't need to
amounts.
worry about
Well, not even
this.
considerate, slight amounts. I wonder if it's there to keep York at bay. I wonder if that's what's being given to him.
Don't get in our way, and we won't get in yours.
Unfortunately, questioning doesn't work like that. Our data needs to be consistent.
Okay.
Now please, put out that stinking indulgence right this minute.
They just don't want to call it weed, do they? I know what it is.
What
Thank you, Zack.
if we say no?
Then I'll put it out myself.
So
Using
considered a
force.
threat. What else has he got? He's got some pills on the floor.
Whoa, whoa, Aaliyah. This is Morgan's house. Besides, it's legal in Massachusetts for individuals to consume cannabis in the comfort of their own homes.
Oh! Well, there you go then. Good old Massachusetts.
And I mean, come on.
You do it too, don't you, Simon?
It's medicinal.
It is medicinal. Because he's got split personality.
Exactly.
Yeah. Can't have him go against that girl.
Hey, Belle.
Why are you calling her
Why
Belle?
are you dressed so handsomely?
You would say the word beautifully, not handsomely.
What are you talking about?
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck.
Oh, you're talking about ties? You remember ties?
That's a male necktie.
Oh! Okay. I see why
Color
you meant
black
handsomely now.
represents confidence and interest in the self.
Didn't you not use a few of us?
Your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society.
So according to Zack's little interpretation of this now, a liar is a feminist? But not an extreme one, I hope?
Or perhaps
Or?
it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness that dwells deep within your psyche.
That's why Francis Zack Morgan would use it. They're both called Francis. One's called Zack and one's called York.
We
Okay.
admire your bravery.
I
Alright.
thought you retired from profiling.
Oh, please.
Bullseye, huh? You're an easy one to read.
This profiling's
In
so
order
easy.
to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears.
Youch. That's a bit graphic, isn't it, don't you think?
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Okay.
For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people.
I agree.
Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Please.
Okay,
He's smoking
Aaliyah,
a lot.
that's enough.
This guy smokes a lot, let's say that.
She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Why are you here, Simon?
Agent Jones, that's sexual harassment.
And it's on camera, you dolt. Are you dying, Zack?
So, Bell.
What is this game about? Because
Does that
apparently it's
barrier
a...
of yours also protect you from violent criminals?
What I've read a reviewer say, because I can control how the speed of the game goes, which is quite nice, so I can talk in between pauses. What I've heard from the game, they say apparently it's a sequel as well as a prequel. So I'm assuming the interrogation here is set way after the first game. Of course, he's old, he's taking weed, he's balding, and stuff like that. But what about the other side of the game? Is it a younger Francis York Morgan? Is it a younger Zack Morgan? I don't know. But let's continue and see what has to happen. Sorry about any sniffles you may hear throughout the video.
He's more dangerous than I thought. I can't read him.
Well, yeah, it's Zack fucking Morgan.
I'll just have to assault him head on with questions then.
That sounds like a
First,
bad
I'll try
idea.
using the files on the table to shake him up.
Okay. Right, Zack's vacant. What's this say? This tells me what's going to be pushing on forward, but I want to go through all of it. Do I go forwards? Well, know all the information I can know
Mr. Morgan,
before we press on.
may I ask you a question purely out of curiosity?
You may.
If it makes
I'm
you
playing as
uncomfortable,
that.
just let me know,
Please.
and I'll retract it.
Bell, what's wrong?
Why are you calling a bell?
You sure put a lot of effort into that approach.
It's a question about death.
Ooh. Is it about your father, your mother?
About this body?
About death.
Are you afraid of what's coming?
You afraid the raincoat killer's going to come back?
Think carefully about why we're smoking this, then ask us again. Honestly,
True.
we're not afraid.
Alright.
Rather, we find it intriguing.
Intriguing.
Yes.
Well, I've already assumed why he's taking it.
Bell,
Why do you keep on calling a bell?
have you ever been to the Grand Canyon in winter?
No.
Is it just covered in snow?
In the dead of winter, the Grand Canyon is terribly cold.
No shit.
Colder than you could imagine.
Oh, really?
A cold that no photograph could ever express. The
I
sun
assume it's like a crate full of fucking snow.
powerless. And the temperature drops below zero,
Sounds like England.
right in the middle of the day.
Sounds like England.
Meaning?
Yes, got a lie, Davis. Why are you calling a bell?
Meaning, you can't really understand something until you experience it for yourself.
But Elijah doesn't have split personality
If you want
disorder.
to learn more about us, you need to gain more experience.
Ooh. That's one question I want to ask you, Morgan. What the fuck you keep calling me Bell for?
That chessboard looks rather old.
Sorry about the sniffles.
And you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right. They were banned by the CITES Treaty.
They were. Can't have Ivy anymore.
That was made in France in the 1900s.
When did you go to France,
We
Zack?
know it's in bad taste.
Hey, if it's ancient, still use it. Do this before the treaty came around. There's no point worried about it now.
The weight of the ivory just feels so good in our hands.
Well, I'm assuming the black stuff is ebony then, right?
You play chess alone?
No, he's got
Is that a
York.
crime?
No.
I'm more confused than anything else.
But
I
it's
don't
a
even know
hard
if I'm
game
in
to
view
enjoy
anymore.
when you're all by yourself.
Sorry about any scraping you might hear by the microphone.
He's probably just replicating famous games. Or
What?
trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. Right, Morgan?
Why are you being on his
I
side,
may
Simon?
not look it, but I'm actually a bit of a chess nut myself.
So you do the same thing.
When I was in school, I used to pore over every issue of Chess Life, the magazine published by the U.S. Chess Federation.
I don't care about your life, Simon. I want to know more about
Well-
Zack.
Unfortunately, your guess is completely wrong, Agent Jones.
Is it now?
He isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems. There isn't a single chess book to be found in this apartment.
How do you know? You not looked around anywhere yet.
And I didn't find any chess-related websites in his internet history.
When did you search that stuff?
He was simply playing chess. All alone.
Why is that so wrong?
So,
Okay.
what's wrong with that, Belle?
I don't understand it.
You don't understand it.
How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
Depends how freaking severe his split personality
You
is.
just publicly confessed to stealing personal data.
You did, without permission.
Seems like that's a much bigger problem.
I agree.
Oh no.
I agree indeed.
Everything was done in a perfectly legal manner.
How was it?
We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
You sure about that?
Ooh, now she's really trying to scare us. Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious nightmare fuel.
For people who are paranoid, yes. Okay, let's go into the big deep shit about this now.
Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carré, Louisiana in 2000?
Ah! Right, so this is set before. Because I know this game's all about Le Carré, which is in 2005, and I think Deadly Premonition was set in 2009, I think. So it's basically set like 10 years after.
Solved that case.
Yes, you did.
Your report states the following.
Okay.
By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation. You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over the case.
What's wrong with that?
After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Yes, several. There's your big clue. If you are an investigator for the FBI, like Francis York Morgan is, Zack Morgan, you would probably fucking know after several more homicides. After fucking killing one person, you're like, someone died, I'm a cop, you know what, fuck it, I'm on vacation, I'm going to do a little bit of fun. I like investigating, let's see what's going on. Someone else dies, let's put links together. Was it in the coffee? Let's find out.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
See, the thing is, like, a killer in one area, if he's killing several people, would eventually know where all that shit leads to.
We stole the right to investigate from them, just as you said.
You don't steal. You can even ask, if they know, like, if the local bobbies know that you're around them, you can ask, like, oh, hey, dude, do you mind working with us for a bit? I know you might be on vacation, but do you mind helping? It's like, yeah, fuck it, why not?
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered.
Ouch, she's young.
You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
Oh, no wonder you're fucking
Just
judging me for
can't
it.
seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Did you really visit that town just to take a vacation?
We don't know.
You might have not
If
done,
you
but
already
you know.
have the report, then we suggest you read it, Belle.
I don't know how this Massachusetts work with their laws, but in England, if you take vacation, you get money for it anyway, so.
Either way, that case is closed.
It is arrested.
Closed. You sure about that?
Really?
Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
How so?
Come on. No need to beat around the bush with us, Belle.
Okay. Go on, Simon. Mr. Freezy
They
Feezy phasing out
found
of the
Lise
book.
Clarkson's body.
They did.
It was hidden deep within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
Chopped to bits, if you might add.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim.
Fucking hell,
Do
dude.
you know what this means?
It means the
That's
case
why
is
we're
closed.
here.
You didn't find out, did you?
The first victim in the case he solved. Lise Clarkson.
Yes. I'd say lies, but you know. Well, I'll say that if you put it in for it if it's Elise, so yeah.
This is a photograph of what she looks like now. How will he react when he sees it?
He's not seen it before, has he? So how would you know? There you go,
We're
Yorkie boy.
pleased that her body turned up. Deeply pleased.
You claim to have closed this case, But now a lost body suddenly surfaced.
Yeah, but if it's the same killer, then it's the
Aren't
same
you
thing,
curious
isn't it?
about the details?
Body or not, we already solved that case.
That's what I'm thinking. Just because a new body turned up, which happens a lot of times afterwards, oh my god, the killer's loose again. If you realise, oh, time of death was like 14 years ago, oh, the killer might have been arrested, but obviously they still got to investigate it, and if there's new evidence saying the guy might have not done it,
Lisa's
there you go.
body can't change anything now.
Unless there's a new killer who tried to pose.
And it certainly has nothing to do with us.
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural state it was found in.
What, sectioned, frozen,
She was found frozen in a storage unit.
sectioned off? Head off, torso off, hips off, arms, hands, legs,
Therefore, she
feet.
looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared.
She was chopped
In
to
fact,
fucking bits.
She's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
I could even say fucking axe.
Well, good for you.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks. At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all.
I know they would.
She looks more like a piece of art, or a mythological figure from a painting.
Okay.
This keeps getting better and better.
Better and better?
What do you mean?
Isn't that right, my fairy?
Who the fuck's fairy? Is that York?
A corpse as beautiful as a goddess.
You've said that before. You said that before. Against the tree girl who died in the
Just
first
like
game.
our story.
Your story?
Yeah.
That went
Okay.
okay. Now I'm sure that Morgan's hiding something.
You don't know about this other story back in what happened in that
Maybe
one
I'll
town?
get what I want if we go deeper into the documents.
Ooh. Well, I don't need to go to the unfinished chess game again. I don't need to go to the frozen picture again, because I've already done that.
Isn't there someone else you should have talked to?
Who? The killer himself?
Before coming to us. Such as...
George.
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson.
Okay.
You look surprised. I thought you already knew. After all, you visited Louisiana last week.
Oh, we did!
We assumed you met with her during your time there.
She butchered too.
We haven't been to Louisiana. Not in 14 years.
Fucking hell.
Is that so?
2005 plus 10, 2015. So you didn't go back to Louisiana until 2004. Unless it is set in 2019, but at the beginning of the game you said it was 2018. So that doesn't add up already.
Been right here in our apartment this entire time.
Liar! That's a lie, Zack! I know this. Unless Rain Killer was set before 2005, but I highly fucking doubt it.
That man is our witness. Aren't you, Simon?
He's right.
Oh?
He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve. Which means that I didn't get to either.
Oh, wow.
Are you positive about that?
You have
Took the
fucking
liberty
video
of checking
proof or
some airline
something.
records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston.
Yeah?
This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it?
So what? Other people can have fake names too.
A mere coincidence.
Just imagine how many people with your same name live in the world. I know someone who has the same name as me and is a footballer. Or a soccer player for you guys in America.
Yet that's not all. That evening on the same day,
And both English.
a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carré.
Did
He
he ride a
reportedly said he
skateboard in this game?
wanted something old, big, and strong. The
Okay.
owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order, so it stuck in his mind.
Our world is filled with mysteries.
He does have a scar on his
They
face.
always have the most bizarre timing.
It could just be a coincidence at this point. Yeah, I don't care.
Incidentally, on the
Incidentally.
following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton, New Jersey.
That's a long
You
fucking
can
journey.
find that type of car anywhere.
You can.
It's
I don't know why I skipped that one because it was saying was isn't the right fairy. I do want to try and get into the main game soon though, instead of like just interrogating one Francis York Morgan. What? Oh, one of the photo. Okay. I shouldn't be using that too often.
You may be wondering why we decided to unearth all these old files.
Everything happens for a reason.
Maybe it's come out of retirement, Mr. York, to figure it out. Perhaps, if there's going to be a Deadly Premonition 3.
The moment Lise Clarkson's body was found, we did the best we could to start our own local investigation.
And let me guess, it's pointing you to right
But there
towards
wasn't much we
Jorgen.
could actually
Morgan.
investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
Okay.
And we assume you also questioned everyone who worked in the warehouse.
Of course.
Of course you would.
We questioned all the Clarkson Food Delivery Services employees who staffed the warehouse and its owner. But we still have yet to obtain any key testimonies.
Par for the course with a 14-year-old case, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Not to mention how bad the timing was. Most of the employees were on vacation.
Well, what time of day, year is it?
You gave up on the investigation and came to see us instead.
Like I was not asking the big questions. It's like, who's us? Who's the fairy? Mentioned not mentioned the
Remember
fairy.
what happened, my fairy?
Oh, we're going back in time now?
Warehouse. That man. So incoherent. Such a pain.
What did he do? Was it the fat
Are
guy?
you talking about the guy
Cason?
who managed the vault where Lisa's body was found? Yeah, I think he started working there in 2005.
Oh.
Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was a pain to deal with, too.
You're giving out case information, Simon. You need to shut the fuck up.
A large man, yes?
Alright, Cason was large. Was he related to him?
No need to answer. If you don't want to. I'm sure you've already put him under surveillance.
Is he should he be arrested by now or dead because we killed him?
Textbook FBI protocol.
Morgan's right. Everything happens for a reason.
That's true.
Even this messy room. There must be a reason for it.
Maybe hiding the fact that what happened with the raincoat killer or something? Or what happened when he nearly fucking died?
Especially when it comes to those strangely tidy spots. They're practically begging me to question them.
Not the triangle, for example. That triangle is fucking with me. Okay, what's... Pile of DVDs are fine. You like your DVDs, don't you, York? Empty box. You know what, let's investigate the empty box.
Do you like fresh vegetable juice?
I mean, I would. Maybe. I don't know, I drink a lot of apple juice recently.
Why would you think that?
Why would we think that?
There's a juicer in your sink that hasn't been washed yet. And do I smell the faint fragrance of baked beans?
Oh, wow, they bake fucking beans. Who doesn't have baked beans in the
You
fucking
didn't
house?
use much salt, did you?
You don't use much salt for baked beans. Just use it to get rid of the
What are
freaking
you
tin taste.
implying?
A little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt. Yes, use sugar to get rid of the tin taste. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, boom.
You just told me that you find impending death to be intriguing.
That's why you
that
try and jump yourself
confused
to
me.
it.
When I look around your room, all I can see are the many ways in which you're resisting death.
What do you mean? Maybe because he's inspecting. Oh,
Polyambiente
wow.
treatment, highly concentrated vitamin C IVs,
Jesus Christ.
fresh vegetable juice, vegetable protein without salt,
So?
gallons of vitamin D milk for fat and calcium.
Have you ever wondered, like, he needs all this shit to actually keep himself alive, considering, let's think, for example, if you're inside all day, and because people are in lockdown, the vitamin D levels will probably be pretty low for not going outside too much, like mine, for example. Mine's been low all the time, though.
The
taking things to stop it.
ambivalence. Yes.
Interesting.
What?
Two contradictory emotions. Mixing. Coexisting together.
Okay.
An adult, mature mind is never satisfied with only one response. It's common sense. Isn't that right, my fairy?
I'd say so. Well, we've learned about your IV drips. How about the pile of DVDs?
A stinking indulgence. And a massive DVD collection.
The Evil Mountain 4. Is that the Hills of Eyes? The Circle instead of the Ring. I like it. Old Billy, Richard Hotel. The number 35 instead of the number 23. The Circus Show. Something Town. Aquatime 2. No idea what that could be. Waterworld? I can't read some of that. Drinking Cinnamon. Rental Car. Lola X. Is that about Lisa or something? Well, I can't remember what it's called. Emerald Dragon 2. Police Dogs and stuff. Ninja Police. Dude, some of these, like... I wonder if some of these are Final Impact. Obviously, they're not going to be real names of DVDs, considering the, like, little twist on words. Like, Circus Show might be Saw, maybe. I don't know. Deep Sea. Deep Sea sounds familiar. Anything resemblant to aliens anywhere? Zombies? Contagion? No idea, let's
You must
continue.
live a very comfortable life.
I wouldn't say so. Well, if he's on a retirement scheme, he's getting money from maybe on being disabled, well, mentally
We're
disabled.
retired, remember?
There you go.
Retired in your 40s.
Well, yeah.
I'm envious.
But who doesn't love movies, Belle?
I kind of don't, unless they've got a really fucking good story. There's a few I can watch. Like Saw, I like it. Saw's good. It gets the story out nice and well. You know what the story is about. Everyone's going to be the same. It's all good. Final Destination as well. You know what the story is about. Get it's all good, nice and good. I like the Marvel movies because there's a fucking continuation of that shit.
I'm not a fan.
Neither am I,
Oh,
that much.
That won't do.
There's a few movies I can get behind, but all of them, some of them, for movies myself, I feel like a lot of movies, they rush to the ending, as in like, oh, there's not enough build-up for the storyline, it just kicks in straight away, and there's like, you kind of ruined it. Or it builds up for so long, and there's just like a tiny little mini action scene, it's like, that was boring. That's why I like TV shows, because it just goes on and on and on. It's like, oh, good, because some TV shows are fucking
You
terrible.
should dedicate all the free time you have to watching movies. It's practically an unwritten law.
My free time does go into watching movies, though, and like doing
Films
jigsaws and editing.
Guide us. Films are filled with every important life lesson there is.
Depends on what movies you're watching, Morgan.
Is that so?
For example, They Live, 1988, directed by John Carpenter.
That's a real film.
That film taught us a valuable lesson. Always put on your sunglasses before a fight.
You
Why?
know, you got a point.
Well, again, just in case you get punched in the face, they could, oh, glasses in my fucking hand. Aha!
Movies teach us about everything we need to know.
Not really.
I learned about the right way to eat frozen pizza from Cobra. It's one of Stallone's best films. Before that, I wouldn't be caught dead trying to eat frozen pizza.
As in, like,
I thought it wasn't fit for human consumption. But that film changed my life.
it's just pizza that's cooked, just frozen.
Simon, that has nothing to do with the film.
Ooh,
You're just talking about pizza.
ooh. Fucking shots fired. All right, another strangely clean spot.
Mr. Morgan,
Why is there a triangle clean on your floor, on your table?
I found several spots in this room that look strangely clean. Did you tidy up a bit because you knew we were coming?
Huh? That'd be pretty cool.
Those are sanctuaries.
For what?
They've existed from the start.
There's one on the table. There's one over there near on the fireplace. I think there's one on the floor. Can't really see that well.
Sanctuaries.
It's really oddly placed, aren't they? Yeah, there is one on the floor. You can see like a little triangle outline.
That's right. Sacred places.
I can't see any others. I can only see 3.
Hovels for pure souls, if you will.
Were there originally objects in those hovels? Something you didn't want us to see?
That's oddly triangle shaped.
Souls still there. We haven't touched a thing. But we know you can't see anything. Hey, Simon,
Okay.
don't touch the sanctuary.
Fuck. It's a bit outbust.
Sorry.
That's a sanctuary. Don't ever touch it again.
Is that a threat?
You've been watching us for 4.5 years, and you couldn't even figure that much out.
Oh, they've been watching for 4 years. Right. It makes sense then why he was able to go to whatever that fucking town were in the first game.
My bad.
Yeah, you fucking better be. Learn your fucking place,
It's my first
Specky.
time actually coming inside, you know.
You're earning far more than you deserve then.
Ooh, fuck.
What were you doing all day in that black Suburban?
Ooh,
We
shit.
thought wiretapping was your specialty. Don't tell me. Crossword puzzles.
Nah.
What do you think, my fairy?
Why do you call him the fairy?
4.5 years. All that time, and what does he have to show for it?
There's pills everywhere, though.
Crossword puzzles? No way.
What were you doing?
Come on. I thought you knew.
Chess?
I'm a Sudoku guy.
Oh, God.
Agent Jones.
Because they're easier?
Oh, right.
I find them easier anyway. Unless you know the words and knowledge.
He's completely taken control of the conversation.
Yes, he has.
At this rate, we'll never get anywhere.
Oh, there's one next to my feet, too, so that's 4 triangles we've seen.
I need to press him some more.
And go for it. This literally is just as like a talking game so far. From being Simon. So we have to question Simon now.
Agent Jones,
Yellow.
did you find the files?
Did you? Greenvale! There it is! There's my baby, Greenvale. Well, technically that was York, Morgan. In that case. Unless towards the
Mr.
very
Morgan,
end.
do you recognize these files?
You should do. This is the Red Raincoat Killer, dude. Dope.
Whoa! Ow!
We told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction of
told you.
justice.
We told you. Go. Down. Stay back. Stay back. Sanctuary. Down. Surrounded.
What happened to a finger? Red, run! Morgan, run!
Yeah.
Mr. Morgan?
Your finger.
I cut my finger with that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through. How could I be so stupid?
You're fucking retarded. Is that the investigation over?
Everything should be fine now.
Got a glove on.
I'm sorry for being so careless. I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition.
There you go.
Color red. Such an unusual thing to fear.
You haven't seen the Greenville murders.
Accept my deepest apologies.
I'm sorry too, Morgan. I don't know what I was thinking.
You did it by accident, dude. Come on, you don't have to apologize
I'll
for
never
that.
touch one of your sanctuaries ever again.
You didn't mean
And
to, fuck.
no more red either.
You're sitting on a red couch. Unless you want to call it burgundy, unless it's like pure red. Like blood red. Can we go back to talking about Morganville? Fucking Greenvale? Please?
Don't ever touch one again.
Pretty sure like she's really right next one with her feet though, so she needs to be careful about that. But I think that one might be under the table because I can't see it in this angle.
I told them not to. Why would they do that?
I won't call that muttering, I can hear what he's saying.
Now, may we return to our discussion?
Okay.
Don't worry. I won't let them touch you again.
Okay.
Keep them away from us.
Strange.
Strangely enough, this man has a fear of the color red.
You'd like to know why, wouldn't you?
And I believe that fear is connected to the Greenvale case.
I would say the same. Literally, there were red leaves everywhere. Another safety clean, heavy duty shredder. We can look at these if you want. There's one on the floor if you want to look at it, girl. Like, literally right next to your fucking feet. Alright, you know what? I'm not going to look around for any more fucking information. I want to get on with the game.
Mr. Morgan,
That's already part one's almost already over.
I'd like to ask you some questions about this case now.
We don't
We don't?
want to remember that town.
Oh, it's such a nice town, though.
I'm sorry, but there's no way around this. I remember hearing about this case on the news when I was still a student.
Student? Fucking
A
hell.
high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered, and the FBI stepped in to take over the case.
They did, and they sent me
I
down.
also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation due to evidence found in the victim's throat.
Was that a seed?
Is that correct? After that case, you went on sick leave for 2 years.
You did, fucking hell.
And when you returned, you requested to be switched over to desk work.
Wow. That fucked him up, didn't
What
it?
happened?
That's a private matter.
It needs to be talked about, Zack, 'cause I need to know now, too.
None of your business, Bill.
What happened, Zack?
Were you traumatized? It's a common problem with prolific agents such as yourself. But there's
Fuck.
another possibility that may make more sense.
You didn't know what happened. There were fucking people turning into monsters and everything. There was a girl with a tree coming out of her stomach.
Perhaps
Emily! That was the girl's name.
you simply finished making preparations.
What?
What are you getting at?
You think Francis did all that with fucking Kaysen?
Thinking too much about something will always turn it into a problem. The Greenvale case. Don't
Yeah.
you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
Fucking better not, dude. There's a big guy between both.
Read the report. We have nothing else to say.
Ouch. It's graphic.
I just
Come on.
need one more push. One more thing that can summon up the past.
A tree. A red leaf. Honeycomb in a jar? Clock in... maybe a clock? I'd say it would be a clock. No, that's the one!
Mr. Morgan, please look at this.
That'd be it if I played Red Dead Premonition first
What
one.
did we just say?
Morgan.
We don't want to remember Greenvale.
I thought you had a crush on Emily. That's what I
This
recall,
isn't a
anyway.
photo from Greenvale.
It's
Look
not.
closely at it.
It's a leaf.
Former Special Agent Francis Zack Morgan.
Morgan. That's the red tree.
This photograph predates Greenvale. It's from the Luke Carre case you worked on in 2005.
Red tree's still in part then.
Red tree. Red tree.
Yes, a red tree.
There were quite a few of those in Greenvale.
Greenvale wasn't the first place you saw one of these.
It wasn't. Was there a link?
The
Was the girl who
Greenvale
got chopped
case
up the same
and
person?
Louise Clarkson murder case. They're connected
They are.
by these red trees,
Because the seeds were planted in the throat.
aren't they?
Red
Can
tree.
you thaw her out and find out the seeds in the throat to make them connected, please?
Both places. Growing. Roots. Seeds. Trees.
Answer me. What are
Oh,
these
dear.
trees?
Red Keys are little fucking problem makers, that's what they are.
Red trees. Figured it out. Yes. Smarter than we thought.
It's the same voice actor.
I want the truth. Tell me everything you know.
Oh, we're going to be here for a while if that's the case. I might have to play for the first fucking Devil Premonition game for that.
The red trees. You really did your homework.
You're bringing out York.
Well done, Belle.
Let York take over, dude.
You're good. Damn good.
Are you ready to talk now?
You know you could get done for this for triggering his
I want
episodes.
to know what went down in Le Carre in 2005.
Fine.
That's the
tell you.
music I prefer in this game.
We'll tell you what happened in that town. Yes. It was that red tree.
Okay.
That red tree ruined my life.
It did, didn't it?
It was.
Beautiful. A waste.
It was a sultry summer day.
Someone, like, ruined this, like, when I read the review, it didn't seem like he was happy with the game. He didn't understand what was going off. Like, he didn't play Deadly Premonition for a long time. But apparently he said there's a issue with the timing game, which he didn't feel like, oh, you can't do some side quests and stuff like that. Well, yeah, I get that.
The sun
but
comes down hard on you in the
smoking passes time. You might have a hotel somewhere you can sleep in for the day.
Like a
stuff.
torrential downpour of demonic whispers.
Oh, fuck.
It all started back in that sweltering summer.
Jesus
We still
Christ.
had our best friend with us back then.
Oh, York's gone?
The other me. My better half.
No, York! Alright. At least the game actually happened straight away, though. Not like you usually see a massive fucking opening sequence. This could be the opening sequence, though. I don't know. Ding, 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 ding.
Never a choice when somebody needs you.
So the game might start after my microphone, because I've only got an hour recording on the microphone, so if that's the case, I'll use the audio from my camera that I'm using. Hopefully, it might not sound as great, but we'll just do what we've got to deal with and just use that for the rest of the outro of the video and stuff. To make it working well and stuff like that, you know? And get it sorted. I want to see what this is about. I'm hoping it's as good as the first game too. I might have to not mute this track, I don't know. The Deep South. Okay. Get behind this music. That's an introduction if you want to see one. Sweary, what the fuck did you do, dude? Well, there's a dog and Keith. I saw a big guy in Keith and a dog. Is Keith simulated in this case too? I'll be judging him straight away if he's there. There you go, see? Sweary. Nice little idea of York's past. Alright. A red glowing leaf. Apparently they're dripped in blood. Apparently. Not too sure. I know that's a loading screen though. Interesting. This is where it might be even more choppy because it's got a lot to load in.
Zack.
There we go, York. Apparently this sequence takes a lot of time. Didn't spoil it too much of the story in the game. Jesus Christ, York. I miss you, York! Answer. Okay.
There you are, Zack.
Hello. We're playing as Zack now.
Sleeping again?
No, actually, I woke up just an hour ago. Okay, more than an hour ago.
Rise and shine. It's time for us to head back out into the chaos.
Is it, though? I wonder if this case and the Greenvale case was linked together for him to feel the colour red.
Isn't that right, Zack?
Just get to the game, York. It's a big-ass leaf, isn't it? Alright. Interesting stuff. Dead Two-Eye Premonition. Love that. A blessing in disguise. 2005 summer. Oh god, it even looks like the same town of Greenvale. Lucari, Louisiana, okay. Little quaint little town, huh? Hi, bird. Why you've got a fishing hook in your mouth? Hello, me and the coffee.
Zack, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast.
Who?
Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
Possibly. It's a fucking worm. Or whatever it is. Here you go, he even looks younger. Francis York Morgan now.
Look at that, Zack. She's welcoming us with open arms.
God's sake.
She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
God's sake, York. Just a straight.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
Your hat is very big.
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Lucari, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
Lucario.
I'm the chef, David.
Didn't ask you that, David.
If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
Wow. David.
Did you hear that, Zack? He's a true professional.
Eh.
You say something, mister?
No, not to you. I was just talking to Zack.
Zack?
Please don't ask me about Zack. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never
He's a
thought
Gaga
the
person.
FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
Hey, I'm on vacation.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Oh, that's where you went to. Okay.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now I tell you, this country's seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
There was a murder.
Zack, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice if you ask me.
Would you now, though? Dude?
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind,
Oh, this is before he's
I'd
got a
like to ask you
scar.
a few questions about the incident.
Interesting. Says a scar in the
Well,
first game.
shoot, I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Can we hurry it up? Because I need to try and save the game.
Please do. I appreciate it.
Alright, so what I'm going to do then, now we've got a little quenching here, we'll leave it there for today with this video of Daily Premonition 2, and we shall continue more later on today to figure out what the fuck is this story going on about. But as for now, though, I'm going to leave you that for there. I don't think there's going to be any outros for this game. I could probably try and find something, I guess, but I don't know. I'll have to have a look through the video. But either way, that is all there is going to be for today. And as always, this is Rixxalight signing out. So,